Hello, this is going to be a little tutorial on how to use the Joint Commissions checklist in Smartsheet to document your progress. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to any computer, go ahead and open up your browser, and type in www.smartsheet, make sure you spell smart right, smartsheet.com. You can also access the link if you go to the intranet and go to departments. Scroll down to process improvement and click on that, and the web page will open up, and you'll see there'll be a line for Smartsheet and then the login link right below that. So there's another quick way to do that too. Hit the login button and log on in. Sometimes I have it remembered for mine, so I'll sign out and just show you kind of how it looks. If you were to go in and click that login, it would look like this. You would go ahead and put in your main coast email address. All right, and then your password, and then click login. It's going to go ahead and log you in, and you're going to open up, and you may see the last sheet you worked on. You may see your home like this if you haven't worked on a sheet where you were in there before, and you'll see these aspects. So not everyone will have all of these workspaces over here. I have quite a few workspaces because I have a lot of different sheets and things that I'm using, a lot of different databases that I'm using, or things that I'm building within my sandbox to see if we can get them to work. What you will have your Maine Coastal Memorial Hospital Joint Commission checklists. This is where all of the chapters are housed within Smartsheet. You can also hit on the attachments there, and you will have all of the PDF versions of them there too. So there's one way to go about with those two. You can also, if I click on Human Resources and Attachments, you will have your attachment in there. So all the chapters are within here for you to look at within that workspace. So there's some quick reference for you. Also, too, you'll have access to the Maine Coastal Memorial Hospital templates. These are some templates you can use. There's an audit template in there, right? So you can go ahead and utilize that for any type of audits you're doing. And there's kind of an example there as if you're looking at point of care effectiveness and period date. So I try to put some examples of how to use it in there for you, so you can kind of get a little bit of a hint of how you could use that within your daily work aspect to prepare for Joint Commission. All right. So we're going to go ahead and look at one of the chapters here, and I'll open up wave testing because there's quite a bit documented in here. Now, when you look at this, you'll see who's assigned to it, you'll see the resources, and then you have the criteria met. You'll have the standard statement there for that, the main standard statement, and then you'll have the notes and comments. So if I expand this out, I'll see I have all these EP attributes, and these are things that I need to meet for the main checklist item. So as you can see, for this first one here, the director named the Clinical Laboratory Improvement Amendments of 1988, or CLIA 88 certificate, approves a consistent approach for when wave testing results can be used to diagnose, treatment, and follow-up. As you can see, I have some notes there, so I would document kind of what the current conditions is. So with this, the current directors for the satellite and main lab meet needed requirements. Documents held in main lab office area file cabinet has designated document reference log on outside. So I'm giving a location of where they can find the information, a brief statement on how we're meeting it, and I could, as I did here, attach those actual point of care policies. So you see up here in these top left, you're going to have 3 rows that you're really not going to be able to do anything with or change them per se. You can do a lot with them, but you can't change them, is kind of what I should say there. So if you look at this, this is the attachment tab. If I open this and I needed to attach it, and I needed to attach in a document, or say a policy that may have satisfied one of the elements listed, I would just click on that, hit attach. And it's just like attaching something to an email when you send it. You hit upload from your computer, and then you can choose whatever file you want to. I've got a lot of files on here aren't going to be really related to anything that we're doing for the Joint Commission preparedness, but say if I wanted to upload one, and let me just find one here. let's use one of the consulting files, and say there was a form in there. Okay, so the form was whatever. Say this Clinitech one right here. I would select it, hit open, and it would go ahead, and you can see in that bottom right now, it's attaching that actual form there. So that's how you would attach a form, just like you would do with your standard Outlook email. You would hit the attach button, find what you want, go ahead and hit OK, and then it'll go ahead and attach in there. If you uploaded the wrong thing, easy peasy to get rid of it. Just go ahead and check on it. I had that little box click there, actions, drop that down, and you can delete selected attachment, or you can just use this little icon right here, and it will again always prompt you, are you sure you want to delete, and then delete that out right there. So that's how you would attach a document to something that you wanted to satisfy for the actual checklist needs. So if I had a policy or something that matched along with this one right here, I would want to upload that policy right here so I had it for proof. The other line in here, we have this little kind of text box here. That's your discussion aspect. So this would be a good thing to use if you needed to collaborate with people and you were having a conversation so it doesn't get lost within your emails. We get a ton of emails each day. You can document it in there, and it's going to look like a text chat. So you'll be able to add your comments. So I have my comment in there and save it. So who's ever working with me on that's going to be able to see that. I can even email that out to them, and they'll be able to see what's going on with that and prompt the response if needed. I can also attach things to that discussion too. So if I wanted to add an attachment to then say, is this the correct document to upload? It's not uploaded, it's within the discussion area, and then they can validate, yes, that's the right one, go ahead and upload it in the proper spot. So that's how the discussion thing works. You can do a lot of communication within here, or you can choose not to. It's going to be up to you and how your team likes to work. But just a suggestion to try to keep those things contained within each one of those elements is to use the discussion bar. And these are easy to delete as well too. Let's go ahead and delete your comment and delete. So I was going to prompt you, are you sure you want to delete it? So we have that deleted there. Also too, the little I column here, this is the alerts and notification one. So you can, from here, set a reminder. So if there was something for, say for this one right here, say this one was yellow because I have to do an audit every, say, 6 months for it. I could leave myself a reminder and go out 6 months from now and set myself a reminder for that. So I choose say Monday the 3rd because I'll be in office. I can choose one day before, kind of before or after, and set my specific date. And for row 14, I can even leave myself a message. And then save. And now I have that reminder set there for that one. So once I do that inside the next 6 months, I can go ahead and turn that to green. I'll just go ahead and flip that back though. And we can always go ahead and delete this reminder too. So if you need to delete the reminder, you just go ahead and click on that little bell and delete reminder. And now it's gone. It's all set. Also too, you notice I have a little tiny envelope right here with a little question mark. You can use this to request updates on that row. So say for instance, there was 3 or 4 of us working on this same row, and I needed an update from the rest of my team. I could click on this, and I can choose who I want to send it to within there. And then go ahead and update and send it off to them, and I'll go ahead and send to them, and they'll have it, and they'll actually get in their email from Smartsheet from me those actual lines in there. So it's a nice way to request updates and things like that and keep them on point to make sure that they are giving you the items that you need in a timely manner. So that's kind of a basic, quick type of overview on how we're using this. We'll discuss it more in the 3 courses that I held. Again, we went ahead and looked at those in depth. We'll be looking at that again in the first reporting cycle coming next week when we look at how I've arranged things within my actual checklist. So we'll go over it then too, but figure just kind of a quick little tutorial that may help you, and we'll go from there. All right, have a great day.